Hola amigos. Today we're going to talk about another use of the reflexive se. Previously, you've learned that the reflexive se is used to mean oneself. For example, me levanto a las 6. I get up at 6, or I get myself up at 6. Today, we're going to learn a different usage of reflexive verbs. This is called the passive voice with the impersonal se. Look at the examples that follow. ¿Cómo se escribe esa palabra? How does one write or spell that word? ¿Se puede salir aquí? Can you exit here? Se dice que ella es muy bonita. They say that she is very beautiful. These expressions with se escribe, se puede, and se dice are what we call passive voice, meaning the subject of the verb is not an actual person doing the action, but it's actually an object that is doing the action. Okay, for example, the first example, como se escribe, in passive voice, this would be translated literally as how is this word written instead of how do you write the word. You write is active voice. The subject is a person, you, and write is the verb. Whereas now the word, which actually can't carry out an action literally, is the subject of the verb. How is that word written? Se puede salir aquí. Can one leave? Okay, instead of can you leave or can you exit? Se dice, it is said rather than they say. Let's look at more examples. Se vende gasolina. Gasoline is sold. Se alquila apartamento. Apartment for rent. Okay, apartment is being rented is what it literally means. Se hablan español y ruso. Spanish and Russian are spoken instead of we speak Spanish and Russian. And notice how the verb agrees with the subject, which is two things here. Hablan, español y ruso. So the verb has to agree with the plural, okay? But the cool thing is with the impersonal se and reflexive is that you're always going to be using se, and the verb will either be singular because it's one thing, or plural, more than one thing. It works the same in the past tense or in the future tense. It works in all tenses. Se hablaban español y ruso. Spanish and Russian were spoken. Se alquilará el apartamento. The apartment will be rented. So again, the use of reflexive verbs is used as passive voice, okay? And it's also called impersonal because the subject of the verb is not a person, rather it's usually an inanimate object. Ahora vamos a practicar.